sex life in a relationship and marriage is important because sex can actually strengthen your bond or break your bond in a relationship or in a marriage. This happens when the man or the woman um, has no high libido for sex or is not good in bed. There are men that are not good in bed. Of course, we already know that. There are men that don't last well in bed, in lovemaking. There are men that people have termed 2 minutes men. There are men that last longer. There are even men that can last 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 15, 20, an hour. Not like they would just be having sex. The penetration, no. They take their time to play, they take their time to arouse, they take their time to stimulate the woman before going into the actual action. Right? Now, those things are the ingredients that make up the sex life in a marriage or in a relationship. It's not a one-way thing that you just go in there and come out like garbage in, garbage out. No, there are a lot of ingredients to put into your sex life in a relationship or in marriages to make it last. That is to say, when you don't put in those things, when you remove them, they can actually break your relationship or your marriage. There are women who have high sexual libido and they tend to require more foreplay, more what did I call it the other side? They require more activities in order to arouse them, in order to get them wet, in order to get them in the mood for the real action, right? And they won't really care about how many minutes you lasted in the real action because you've taken time to sexually satisfy their urge, their need, their body's hunger, appetite. Now, there are men that last long, there are men that don't last long. That's why I encourage that you should know your partner's sexual libido before you go into a relationship, before you get married. You see a lot of people that will say, since I get married, I have been having multiple sex. My wife wants to kill me, or my husband wants to kill me. Sex all the time. Did you not find out how their sex life is before you got married? Or you've lasted in the relationship? You shouldn't be complaining because you should already know the sexual strength. So I advise that in a relationship, you should date and marry somebody you are sexually compatible with. Don't marry somebody that does not like sex and it will turn into a problem in your marriage, even in your relationship. Don't be managing sex life with your partner. It's not manageable. If you don't like sex, please go for somebody who does not like sex. If you love sex, please find somebody who loves sex as much as you love sex. Because quality sex cannot be underrated in a relationship. Sex can break a relationship or can make the bond between both of you stronger. Someone who likes sex, dating somebody who likes sex, after the sexual act, they are happy, they are smiling, their day is bright, they are happy with each other, they are snuggling around each other, they are sniffing each other, they are happy, they are talking about it. You will know that this man satisfied this woman. You will know, it will be written all over her body language, the movements, the smiles on her face. But if she was not satisfied sexually, you will still know because she would be acting strange. There's a way she will act. So also with a man, when he finds a woman that doesn't like sex, every small thing, she's tired, she doesn't like, there are women who don't naturally like sex. That relationship would suffer, especially if you ignore those signs and go into marriages. That's when you find out, my husband likes sex a lot, I'm tired, I want a divorce because he likes sex too much. But you saw it when you were dating, before you went into it. Oh, my wife doesn't let me rest, doesn't let me sleep, doesn't know that I have to work. She's constantly asking for sex. But you saw it that she's lazy in bed before you went. There are men that when they give you the action in love making, your head will spin, they bust your brain. Every minute of the day, you're smiling, you're thinking about it. When you remember it, you think about it. So, the best solution I want to give is get help or study, do research on how you can satisfy your partner. If maybe both of you don't want to leave each other, you're in love with each other, just that the sex is not so good, you can do research. You can research on how you can better your love life, your sexual life. You can do research. You can learn. You can tell your partner to teach you how they want to be treated in bed, how they want you to touch them, the moves they want in bed. You can actually do that. Allow them guide you, lead you to what they want, and improve your sex life. Or you ask around. So, in a relationship, before you even think about marriage, make sure you're sexually compatible with your partner. Make sure you guys share the same strength and energy in bed. Make sure you enjoy each other. Make sure that this person is someone you can endure with, you can stay with sexually. Don't be a sex lover and marry someone who does not like sex. Don't be someone who doesn't like sex and go and marry someone who loves sex. It won't work. It will cause issues. That's when we get the case of my husband likes sex a lot, my wife likes sex a lot. They're stressing me. They don't know that I'm tired and all that and all that. Mm-mm. When two people who love sex come together, it's pleasurable. It's sweet. It's beautiful. It's enjoyable. It's heaven. But when two people that don't like sex, or one person doesn't like sex and the other person likes sex, it would seem like it's a disturbance to the other person. So look for the signs, ask questions, discuss it, talk about it, and know if you can actually live with this person. If you have decided to live with that person, no matter how their sexual libido is, or no matter how their sex life is, try to now find help, try to discuss it, try to find out things, make research of the things that you can do to make your sex life better, in order to stay with that man or in order to stay with that woman. But sex life can break a relationship or make a relationship stronger. That's what I want you to learn from this sex video that I just made. Bye.